Let's roll. I ain't the driver, the one in the back. Feeling like Crosby on top to the max. You with, he ain't talking about nothing. Ain't ballin', babe, he can afford a bag. These little broke ass right in the past. I come with more than half. I need my sack, rush it. You want me racks, rush it. Dress all black, rush it. So many hits, thought I had concussion. I need my sack, rush it. You want me racks, rush it. Dress all black, rush it. So many hits, thought I had concussion. Let's roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Rush. It's your boy, Maxx Crosby in the building. I got my brothers with me. Brogan Roback, Darian Terrell. The Rush is back in action in full effect. Here we are. This is the day before camp pod. It is almost time. Once this is released, I will be in the building, getting to it, getting busy, and at work. We will not be dropping any pods during camp for the next few weeks. So I'm going to just get that out the way.
Disclaimer.
Just going to put the disclaimer out there. But we will be dropping content daily. Twitter, Instagram, feeding y'all with the, everything we need, keeping y'all updated, keep you in the loop. But your boy is dialed. We talked about 2025 is January 1, when we've been manifesting that all the way up to now. And now it's time to go put that shit into fruition. The work's been put in. We're PRing and everything again.
Oh,
It's been an incredible, incredible offseason. I am so excited. I cannot wait, man. It's going to be a legendary year. I mean, the boys are going to be out there watching in full effect while we go out there and go set records and dominate. And I cannot wait to do it. So, yes, it's going to be legendary. But we're back, baby.
I love it. What a intro in, huh?
I mean, that's elite. That's a way to get the juices flowing. That's how we make up for a little lost time.
Yeah.
I'm stiffening up as he's talking. Yeah,
Nice.
hey, that's actually a good way to roll into it.
Yeah, we're gonna do a quick little recap, right?
Yep.
So the boys have been very busy, right? We had the SAXX summit. Our boy Brogan, you just saw his hand go up. He's got a little bit more hardware on that left hand. That left ring finger got hitched in Columbus. Round of applause for him. Come on. Shout out.
He's
Gore.
a goofy.
He's a
All right, so let's run this back. So talk to us. We're going to start with the SAXX summit, and then we'll get into the wedding weekend. We haven't talked to the people. We haven't really talked to each other in this setting. So fill me in. How was the SAXX summit? Give me the highs, the lows. What jumped out to you? How did we look compared to the last year? I want all the nitty-gritty details.
I'll start with the lows because there's so little of them. There's literally none besides the fact that you weren't there, Darian.
Yeah.
I'm going to start there. And our hearts were broken. You were with us in spirit, and you were missed heavily, but you had some business you had to handle back at the home front. This man is a CEO over here. Just see, ladies and gentlemen, you guys watching, our boy Darian doesn't fuck around. He's got a lot of his own shit going on, but he had to handle some business. But yeah, we missed you. But that was the only low because this SAXX summit, it was the second official. Obviously, Von Miller started it many, many years back, but officially me, Cam, and Von have been doing it now for 2 years. And this is definitely, I mean, I'm just speaking from my experience. I know Brogan said the same thing, and he could touch on that as well. But the best one yet, without a doubt. It was dialed in, lasered, down to the T. I mean, the schedule was incredible. We had such a good time. We got better. We got on the field. We got to work. So many legends in attendance. The film session was incredible as well. Shout out to Baldy Breakdowns, Brian Baldinger. You guys know him very well. He is a family member on this side.
Yeah.
Best of the best. We got to smoke some stogies with the whole crew, all the OGs as well, which was awesome. And just everything in general. And then we finished on Friday. Got a little pool party action. It was just the final send-off of the SAXX summit. So it was an incredible weekend, to say the least. So, yeah, bro, it was literally, I could say nothing but positive things. I had an incredible time.
Yeah, I ditto that, dude. I think it was an unbelievable week. Definitely a step up from last year, and that's saying something because last year was, I thought, incredible. There was a lot of huge names last year, but there were more guys. I felt like this time around, I felt like everything ran super cleanly. And honestly, the cool part, I think there's a lot of them, but you had like second, third year guys. There's a lot of those there. So I think that, take that for what you will, but those are young, hungry guys. And like Maxx hit on it numerous times, and even Von hit it on it for Maxx. Maxx, he was the first one to tell Maxx, you're him, you're going to be the next one up, et cetera, early on. Even Maxx said, I think before you even believed it, right? Or even that you thought it. So it's kind of doing that for these younger guys. So I thought that was cool. Nolan Smith was there, cool guy. He sat at the table during filming with Maxx and I and Chris Long. And I think just the additions of the guys coming out as far as OG and legends go was phenomenal. And it's honestly super cool to hear when you're not around ball like you were and you take like a period of time away. Sometimes some of that stuff you can kind of lose track of, but you have Sean Merriman in there and you have, you know, Chris Long, like we said, who else?
Robert
Mathis, Houston. There's so many guys that,
legends,
and it's funny because the game's transitioned so much, and I think it's cool to hear. Sometimes they have the simpler approach where the game, you know, now guys do a lot more, but it's good, I think, to hear some of those basic things still work, you know, and I think it's good to kind of get that out there. But unbelievable time. All the guys treated us like family here at the Rush there. You know, Chris and Cam and Vaughn, those guys all killed it all week long. But I had an incredible time, and it was fun seeing Maxx and all the guys in their element. So definitely huge.
I love that. And from the outside perspective looking in, it looked awesome to see the evolution from last year to this year in terms of the officialness of it, like the welcome booth and the welcome suite, I should say, with all the different sponsors. A lot of people came out to support. You had a lot of community inclusion there. I think I saw some young pups out there that were learning from UNLV. So that has to be something that they're going to take away and cherish forever. So the impact that you're able to make in the community, and then people that really believe in you and the cause coming in to support this event looked just absolutely amazing.
Yeah. One last highlight. Canes. We got Canes. And you already know how I feel about that. But hey, as much as I love Canes, I was never put on the game until Max's teammates showed me. But you got to put the Louisiana hot sauce inside the Cane sauce mix around. It's a game. What? It's a game changer, actually. So everyone else that didn't learn that thing or didn't know about that, now you know. I'm just doing my job, paying it forward.
All right, we'll take that. So all in all, amazing event. Looking forward to next year. Maxx, hats off to you for being able to put this on and to bring a lot of people across the league together under one roof to get better as a unit. So that's awesome to see. Talk about units. We're going to talk about our unit.
Talk about mine
right
then.
Here.
Talk about it. Be a long episode, buddy.
Okay. Anyway, so what I was going to say was he's touched. And two, Brogan's wedding. Brogan and Allie got married. Beautiful wedding. I want to hear one from the bride or the bride, depending on the day, and then from the best man. Give us your rundown. Maxx, we all know, is in heaven. I think that your wedding took second to him being able to visit his team's stomping ground. 12.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I told you guys this, but 2 weeks before the wedding was the batch, and you guys showed up then. All of you, especially Maxx. Just I told him this when we were there too. Just allowing my friends and people from home to experience just being around with the boys, I think was probably life-changing, dead ass for them, right? And I think that's super cool. How many people get to go hang with the best pass rusher in the NFL for 4 days and also get to be with their best friends at the same token, right? And I think that's what they got. So for that, it was all time. And your guys' energy never wavered, which I never question anyways, because this group is the policing of energy. But it was literally 4 days, wake up, get 2 hours sleep, and then everyone's already still yelling at each other, literally yelling and laughing or making fun of one another, which was constant. So, and that just parlayed into the wedding. It was beautiful. Allie and I couldn't thank anybody else enough for all the love and support, like I said, that you guys did. But it was beautiful. The venue was better than I expected. And Allie kept asking me, what's the favorite thing about the wedding? Like, what was your favorite part? And this has been my answer to everyone, and it will forever be. It was simply the people. Everyone had such a great time. There was just so much love in the air, man. I feel like if you had a friend there, you had a brother there, a relative or whatever, you told them you loved them. It sounds like Creighton talking right now, but for real though, everyone was slapping hands. Darian had a lot of wagers in the wedding. There's a lot of degenerates out there, which is why we love them. And I'm glad at my wedding was the one place we could do it at. Seriously, I really mean that. I love nothing more than that. And the last thing I'm going to say is Maxx, man, obviously he's my best man. I love you to death, and I appreciate everything that you did for us. Your words for the speech was all time. You killed it. No surprise to anyone else tuning in. This dude had no script. He was winging it, freestyling just like he does on the microphone in the music that hopefully he's going to talk about at some point that he's going to be dropping for you guys. But it was poetic. It was from the heart, and it was as real as it comes. It went all the way back to us smoking Black and Milds. That's all you're going to know and hear about it. But I love you, bro. Darren, I obviously love you to death too, bro. You're my big bro. But being the big man, I know that you took it serious, and that's part of why I wanted you to be there right next to me, because it means a lot to you, just like it does to me. But you're my brother. You already know that. I kill for you. I die for you. All the above. Same goes for you, D. But I had an unbelievable time, and I'm glad the music was good. And that's the last thing I got to say about that. But we had a hell of a time, the Robacks, for sure.
Nice.
100%.
What a message. That I think it's as genuine as it comes. It's heartfelt. It means it's not lip service. You actually might have done a good job, Wap.
Yeah, I think I did pretty good.
You did an elite job.
I had to step up to the plate for my guy. And
4 minutes and
any day of the week, but
4 minutes and 32 seconds. It was fantastic.
You timed it.
Yes, he did. But God, did I have a night when it came to the wagers? Let me tell you.
I know you did.
Shout out to Rhonda.
We gotta talk about this really quick. Darian comes up to me before the wedding. He goes, I need you to wipe your eye. He's like, whatever, no matter what, wipe your eye.
Hey, I'm glad you're exposing him right now. This is insane.
Yeah, he goes, wipe your eye. I got a big bet on you crying. I know you're not a crier, and it doesn't even matter. We all know what happened when we were out there. So.
But what happened was, I realistically
Here
probably wasn't going to do it. But there's a picture that is the greatest singular photograph I've ever seen at a wedding in my entire life. And it's the photographer probably thought that they were catching a very emotional moment of Brogan before Allie even walks down. And it's him. He really started choking up, right? Mm-hmm. Tearing up here. And it's Maxx and I in the background, and I'm losing it. And Maxx is just like this. And Brogan turns and looks at us, and he was like, that was real, man.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there disappointed.
Yeah. Maxx is like, you're good, bro. And then, meanwhile, inside, he's like, this pussy.
But don't worry, it got scratched out because Bill was over there talking a big game and just folded instantly.
A lip shake.
He was dancing. He was like, I didn't cry. But yeah, I was taking lines on anything and everything at the wedding. And Abe's speech. It was the first dance. We had it all.
Yeah, Abe's speech. I mean, Rhonda, Darian tried to move the money line as it was going on, which is insane.
It's live betting. We all know how it works. You might not, but I do. It fluctuates.
It fluctuates, but hey.
It was amazing.
One thing that didn't fluctuate was the energy, though, and the love that you guys showed for Allie and I. So I love you guys for that. I appreciate it.
Yes. Before we jump forward, talk to us, Maxx. We know you're an Ohio State fan. You like what happens in Columbus, Ohio. Talk to us about the opportunity to go and work out at Ohio State's facility. Maxx, for everybody that knows, yes, he traveled to Columbus. Yes, he was up at 4:30 in the morning working out at the Buckeye Stadium at 5 a.m. So his schedule doesn't change, even though if the time zone does. So, Wap, talk to us about it.
Hey, man. No, bro, it was incredible. I got a shout out to my guy, Matt File, came out with me from the Raiders. Our boy Rick had to get a little thing done. He's older now. He's
getting a hair transplant?
No, he didn't. No, his hair is actually for his age. It's unbelievable. But yeah, he had some things going on. So he's all good. Don't worry about him. My guys is always going to be good. But Matt came with me. His son came with us as well. And, we went out there and got to work. TK showed up. Shout out to Tomislav.
Tommy.
And did show up the second day. The first bright and early morning. And he came through. So I'm proud of him for that. I put him through hell on the assault bike, which was great. Watching him not be able to walk after getting off was amazing. But yeah, we got to it, and just the Ohio State facilities welcomed me with open arms and rolled out the red carpet for me, bro. It literally allowed me to do all my stuff, allowed me to play my music, do my deal. Coach Mariotti, strength coach, is a legend. He looked out for us. Got to chop it up with a lot of the players as well. They got to see me get to work too, and I got to see them work. So it was a great experience. And bro, I like seeing it in person and being in the facility and then seeing the field is like, holy shit. I've never, you know what I mean? You see, like, our stadium's huge at Allegiant. When you can pack 110 into a stadium, it's a little different. So yeah, big shout out to the Buckeyes. Everyone knows, grew up an Ohio State fan, die hard. I know I had some comments about our guy, but he came through. And what I say, he's got to win a natty, and look what they did. So I'm glad, just to be a part of that help and motivation. And I don't know if he heard it or not, but I heard he did. And okay. And it's okay, because that's what we're here for. We're here to hold each other accountable and get better every day. So shout out to the Buckeyes. Shout out Ryan Day. Shout out to the whole staff, players, for allowing me to come in there and get better. While we're on the road for my boy Brogan's wedding, but we definitely came through and got some great work in. So yeah, shout out to the Buckeyes.
Crazy. I love that. It's a day of accountability. All right, everybody. I'm here for an instant breaking news flash. We are not getting any younger. With us getting married last year, Brogan just got married this last week. It makes you start thinking, what are you going to do for those around you if you're just not here anymore? You want to set them up and be as successful as possible. That's where I started thinking more seriously about the future, and it led me to life insurance. At first, it felt overwhelming until I found our friends over at Ethos. Ethos makes getting life insurance extremely simple. It's completely online with no medical exams, and you just have to answer a few health questions, and you can get a quote in as little as 10 minutes. I was surprised by how quick and stress-free that process was. It's affordable as well. Some policies start at just $2 a day, billed monthly with coverage options up to $3 million. Ethos helps provide peace of mind and financial protection for whatever life throws your way. Protect your family with life insurance through Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/therush. That's ethos.com/therush. Stay safe, Condor Cartel.
Max, we said it beforehand, but since we're on here, and you probably don't do a whole lot of looking back yet since you're playing, but what's it like? I think I texted you. I said it's crazy. You couldn't even get in these gyms to work out in. Essentially, like, get an offer from these places. Now you can go wherever the you want. Like, what's it like kind of going in these places that didn't give you an opportunity and just to where you're at now? Like, do you ever reflect on any of that while you're out there, or are you just business as usual?
To be honest, like, I really, for me, like, my personality, y'all know me, like, I try not to think about too much, you know what I mean? Especially since I'm in it, like, I'm always looking for the next thing to get to. So I don't really spend too much time looking back, but I do, I keep it in the back of my mind. Like, I do remember all that, you know what I mean? All these big schools and all these amazing facilities, even the UFC, like, all these places that have given me the access, to train there if I'm not in town. And I can't tell you how humbling it is, because it just shows, like, the work is being seen and the work is continuously going to be put in. And, yeah, I would say the biggest thing is just humbling, bro. Like, regardless of the fact, like, I wasn't good enough to go to Ohio State at that time. Like, I'm not stupid about that. But it is dope just seeing the respect that they show, you know what I mean, when I go to places like that, and how the coaches send their players. I mean, the strength coach was grabbing a different guy, bringing him up to me, like, go introduce yourself. And, like, DNs and all these guys coming up, and they're literally like, there's a second floor of, like, glass looking into the indoor where I'm doing my on-the-field stuff. And they're just up there, like, on their phones and looking down at me. And, like, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to put on a show, show them how it is, show them how it is to work. You know what I mean? Like, really work. And I think it's so dope. And I take a lot of pride in it. So I know I'm doing something right, but I definitely got a whole nother level I'm headed towards. So yeah, we got work to do, bro, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Love it. Let's switch gears here, going into just kind of around the league, right? We are getting closer to football. I don't know if anybody knows this, but we're almost there. Tomorrow, our boy goes into camp, and we'll get into that here in a bit. But let's talk about, there's a lot of stuff that's gone on since we've last connected, whether it's injuries, new signings, deals. Brogan, you and I were just talking about the Will Levis stuff. What are your thoughts there on what's going on down there in Tennessee?
It's insane. I mean, I said to you off air, it sounds like and I hope allegedly, I'll just say that first, but it feels kind of like a Derek Carr issue, no? Like, this guy's throwing shoulder got hurt in 2025 season, and now it's just coming up. So maybe he was battling through it, knowing they were drafting a quarterback at 1. Maybe he's trying to battle through and be present this year, and maybe it caught up to him. Or maybe he knows Cam Ward's going to be number 1, so he's probably going to go fix his shoulder up. But I think past Will Levis, hopefully he heals up well and everything goes well for him personally. But Cam Ward is the least talked about number 1 overall draft pick, maybe like ever, outside of maybe like a lineman, like respectfully. And I think that's crazy. But I think that also reason to that is because he's so humble and all about the game. And I'm excited for him. Honestly, I'm excited to see what they do. And Tennessee normally doesn't probably get a whole lot of hype in general. So I'm excited for him and his opportunity. And at least now he knows he doesn't have to look over his shoulder all year long. And it's going to be a straight learning process for him. So I'm excited to see Cam. Yeah. No pun intended, for sure.
Yeah. No news is good news. No news is good news. That's the way we're going to look at that. But let's talk about the market real quick, Max. I know that this offseason seems like a lot of defensive players, defensive linemen got their flowers, got their chicken, got paid. How does that make you feel, just being able to sit there and being one of them, highest paid non-quarterback in history at that moment? How does that, looking back on it, how does that make you feel? And how does it make you feel to see other people getting that same level of success across the league?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. For me, being in that position to reset the market is a big deal. You know what I mean? Like making history, and, people joke about it, it wasn't for long or blah, 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 blah. And like, for me, it's like, bro, I could care less. You know what I mean? Like if I'm the first one to do it, it is what it is. Like I'm more than good and secure with where I'm at and happy where I'm at. But seeing the other guys, TJ, Daniil Hunter got a 1-year big extension. Who else got paid? Miles gets paid.
TJ,
TJ. Micah's gonna be coming up here soon. Just seeing, the guys at our position just shows you how valuable the position I play. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it's all about. Setting that standard for what it looks like to play DN. That's what it just shows you. It's a testament to the work that not only myself but the guys around the league are doing. We in a way we do motivate each other because we're all pushing to be the best at what we do. And just seeing all the guys get taken care of. Even George Karlaftis getting paid yesterday. He was at the SAXX Summit. He's been at the SAXX Summit the last few years, and that kid is a baller, man. I remember talking to him as a rookie. He reached out to me right away, and I know he's on the Chiefs, but I do got a lot of respect for him and how the way he plays, and seeing him get paid as well is freaking awesome. And it's just cool, man. It just shows you like the defensive end position is arguably, the most valuable position in football. You obviously have your quarterback, but next to that, it's DNs. And if you can attack the quarterback and bother the quarterback and sack the quarterback, hurt him, hit him, all the above, you're going to affect the game at the highest level. So it's been dope seeing everybody get paid. And just to debunk all these, the reports and shit, because I see it all the time and I just laugh. But people are like, oh, I know Max is pissed because this guy got paid and blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, I could care less. Like, it truly, for me, like,
we ain't pocket watching.
Yeah, we're not pocket watching. Trust me, our pockets are beyond good. But it's just seeing like the other guys get taken care of has been awesome for me, to be honest, because I know the work that goes into it. I know how much you got to sacrifice to be in this position. So seeing peers around the league get paid as well has been dope for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that too, though. Truthfully, bro, about the DNs being the next most important, because I think for a little while there, payment, like money wise and contract wise, it was receivers heavily. Like outside of quarterbacks, receivers were getting these big deals, and then maybe a little bit of the tackles. But I mean, what the DNs, they broke like 3 records this offseason. They're probably going to do it for a 4th and maybe even a 5th time. Truthfully, I mean, Maxx was the highest non-paid. Then you had Miles. Then you had TJ. Now you're going to have, like you said, Micah, and then who knows what they pay Trey Hendrickson, who has not gotten a deal yet, which is crazy to me. But
hi, baby Ella.
That's going to be interesting.
Baby Ella.
I think that one has the most question marks too, because it's just been like dormant for a long time.
Do you feel like Maxx, if you can, but like, do you think he gets disrespected in the rankings of how good of a pass rusher he is? We're talking Trey, obviously, here, because I mean, this guy is getting ranked like, and obviously the rankings don't matter, obviously, but to people outside, they do. But they got him at like 7th or 8th best pass rusher. But this guy's been the sack leader. And then do you think that kind of translates into maybe a front office being like, hey, dude, like, I know you had the most sacks, but do you think he gets paid at that top level like everyone else does?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. And that's the thing. Like, I don't know how to judge it. I mean, he's obviously a great player. You know what I mean? He's done it at a high level for a long time. Like, so I respect the hell out of him. Yeah. So, like, I feel like people know. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't know, you're not a football guy. You know what I mean? I don't like. There's some rankings where I feel I'm disrespected. There's some rankings where I'm like, okay, that's decent. So, like, that's a part of it. Like, you're never going to be satisfied if you want to look at every ranking list and shit like that. But it's an interesting thing because it's a team by team, organization by organization type deal. Because everybody does it differently, everybody views it differently. Just because another guy got paid, the team doesn't feel. Some certain teams are like, I don't. That has nothing to do with us. We got our own, view of what this is and what the situation is. So it's going to be interesting. You know what I mean? Cincinnati is definitely. They've paid some guys. They haven't paid some guys. So, like, we'll see what happens. But, at the end of the day, Trey is a great player. Got a lot of respect for him. Like, him and Miles have been in the Pro Bowl together for 4 years now straight. So, like, that's a guy that I've seen and had a lot of conversations with and respect him. So we'll see how it shakes out. But regardless, like, he's going to get his bread
for sure,
one way or another. He's earned that. So we'll see.
Absolutely.
What are your guys' thoughts on the whole Micah situation going into camp, not getting the extension? I mean, he's going to have to get from the things that I've seen numbers like 184 million thrown around, and they're going to pay out the ass for it as the Cowboys. What are your thoughts on the move that they made, and is it smart on him to keep on waiting?
I mean, they're going to have to pay him. It's a similar situation. Like, Dallas typically, for some reason, loves to wait to the 11th hour, last minute. That's just something Jerry has done for a long time. So I don't know. In today's comments, I seen Micah wasn't happy, which I don't blame him. But we'll see. Honestly, true. Like I said, every organization is different. They do it a different way. But the one thing about the Cowboys, they always pay their guys at the top of the market. They did it with Dak. They did it with CeeDee. They've done it with Tyron Smith. I would be shocked if they didn't pay him top of the market. I know they're going to. It's just a matter of when and what that number is going to be, and they're going to figure it out. I mean, they can't be too far. They know he's going to have to reset the market. That's how it goes. He's earned that, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, Dallas definitely. I feel like it's a Jerry Jones thing. Like, he likes to be in control, and I understand that. That's his team. He's been an owner and a Super Bowl winner before, so he likes to do it a certain way. So he operates in his own way. But Micah has a great agent. Like, David Mulligetta is a great agent. Him and CJ are real cool. I got to see him a couple weeks ago when I was out there training. Their whole agency was out there. I had no idea. I'm working with BT and KC, Nolan Smith. We're all getting to work on the field, and they had some like retreat for their whole agency coming to that same field at like 8:00. You know what I mean? We're already getting our work and doing our thing, and all of a sudden the buses roll up and it's their whole crew. So I got to chop it up with Micah and David and CJ Stroud, a lot of guys that I'm gonna see this year on the field. But yeah, it's funny how things work because every organization has their own view on how they should approach contract extensions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think Jerry waits till the last minute so he can throw in comments at his players the last second like he did today. Literally Dak and Micah catching strays. So we'll never understand the brain of Jerry unless we were literally inside of his brain, yeah. I think. Honestly.
Yeah. Is that what you were wasting time for? You're trying to figure that out and decipher that. So he's a billionaire, so good for him.
All right, everyone. As you know, crypto is kind of blowing up again. So when I need more Bitcoin or Solana, MoonPay is always the first app I open. And since MoonPay, it works with Apple Pay, PayPal, my personal favorite, Venmo, and all bank accounts and credit cards, it's fast and easy to get what I need in a few clicks. And because MoonPay has been around for 6 years and is used by millions of people, that's with an M, they've also formatted pretty cool relationships with other companies in the crypto space, including Bitcoin.com. You've definitely heard their name, but maybe didn't realize how useful their app is. It's a full-on crypto app where you can buy, sell, store, and even learn all in one place. Whether you're just figuring out what Bitcoin actually is or you're ready to start building a portfolio, Bitcoin.com makes it super approachable. Pair it with MoonPay, and you got everything you need to take your first step into crypto, or even your next, to the moon.
All right, let's switch gears. Let's hone in on Raiders. Let's talk Raiders. Let's talk this season. Let's talk camp. It's here.
Amen.
Lock in. Get that energy here. Now, tomorrow you report for camp. The day that this drops, you will be on site in camp. Football's officially started. What is the one thing that you are looking to take away from new coach, new players, all of these things from this camp? What's the one tangible thing you're looking to take away from going into the season?
Yeah, honestly, I think the most important thing for us is continuing to further that culture, that consistency on a daily basis as a unit. I think is the most important thing. You know, we've already laid in some foundation and put in some groundwork. You know, being together in OTAs and being together for a few months. You know, Pete has been at the forefront of that. He is our leader. He's our head coach, and he's been incredible so far. And the assistant coaches as well. You guys know Robbie. You know, PG, all the guys, Chip Kelly coming in. Me and Brogan have, you know, been able to, we run into him a couple times.
Yeah.
I think JSX, we run into him and, you know, time to talk to him. But like me and Chip, he's an OC, but me and him have gotten a great relationship. So honestly, just having that culture of like really building a true, consistent, you know, having consistent relationships across the board, I think is super important because ultimately we need all of us to win. So that's what I'm focused on, is just building that team as a culture, you know, and building that culture up as strong as we can. And, you know, for me on an individual level, you guys already know what type of time I'm on. I'm trying to outdo myself every day and get better on a daily basis and bring the guys with me. So that's the plan. I'm fired up for it. And I can't wait to get to work, bro. It's finally here.
Now, is there an activity or a part of camp that you might have gotten a glimpse into that's off the field that you're looking forward to? I know Pete, he's going to throw some wrinkles. He's going to try and have some fun, continue to build that culture. Anything that you're looking forward to off the field about this?
I heard they're climbing a mountain right before camp.
Yeah, they're going to Pikes Peak.
Pikes Peak. No. But yeah, honestly, it's just like, it's funny because even in OTAs, like, it was so new to us. Like, we'll start a defensive meeting and Pete will be like, nope, in the hallway. We'll be like, what? He's like, whole defense in the hallway. So we're like, all right. So we go in the hallway, like right when you walk in the building, and there's like a bunch of big ass Jenga things set up on tables, and you have DBs, D-line, and everyone's against each other competing in Jenga, like random ass shit like that. And it just spices, you know what I mean? It just loosens up the room and gets the guys' competitive energy going before the meeting even starts. But it just keeps it light and kind of keeps everyone, you know, focused, because you can sit there all day in a meeting and you're just like, okay. You know what I mean? Like it can be redundant over time. So Pete has like a great way of like feeling the room and like, okay, let's do this right now. You know what I mean? Or let's spice it up a little bit. So the shootout competitions, you already know that's my go-to. But yeah, Jenga, freaking, I mean, everything, like all the little things.
Dude, how about them rolling around on the balls during even just camp, like during OTAs and shit? And I think
What'd
that's going to make you guys, they're rolling around in those balls.
Oh,
I don't know what they are. Inflatable balls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For
Come
sure.
on.
But yeah, like spit like that is like you're not expecting that, and you turn to go break the huddle, and you see a person rolling in a 50-foot mega ball
Like this.
like that across the field. You're like, okay, this is gonna be a good day. You know what I mean? Legendary. So yeah, Pete definitely knows how to keep the energy consistent and at an elite level for a long time.
It reminds me of Creighton. Like, remember Creighton would take us paintballing. We'd go do the whatever it was, like shit on the ice rink, and you at first you're like, man, this is corny, or this is like, I don't feel like doing that. But then when you do it, weirdly enough, those guys like Pete Carroll, Creighton, like other guys, coaches, they're great coaches for reasons, because they just, like you said, Max, they have a pulse on their team so well, and they're like, you know what, we're going to compete at everything we do, which ultimately is going to make you guys great at everything, but also through the competition, you guys are probably getting so much closer. And can you talk about like just the culture as a team you guys have right now and taking that into camp, and what you're expecting, I guess, with this camp as maybe opposed to years past, or just in general what you're expecting from this camp?
Yeah, honestly, that's what it's all about. Like I've honestly, like, it's been such a short window, you know what I mean? We've basically just had OTAs together. But it's been so dope. Like, it's been a breath of fresh air. It's been like just seeing the guys come together and like the relationships we have. And, me and Gino and Jackson were like the first ones in today, and it's Monday. You know what I mean? It's the day before, but we're in there like yelling at each other, giving each other bro hugs, and just fired up. You know what I mean? Like, you have to enjoy it, and it's not easy. Everything we do is hard. It's one of the hardest jobs on the planet, most mentally and physically, just taking up every bit of your being to go out there and perform at the highest level. But when you have a culture that you're excited to show up to every day, and a locker room full of guys that love each other and got each other's back, like, it truly makes every day special. So yeah, bro, we've started, like I said, we put the foundation in for sure. We have a lot of work to do, but yeah, I'm looking forward to just being around the guys and, shooting the shit and breaking balls and doing what we do. It's going to be fun.
Hell yeah. It's like you get to be a kid all over again, weirdly enough. You know what I mean? Like, you're not at home. These are grown men who have families, but they're not going to be home for a couple weeks, which, by the way, sitting at home, I know most people might not know that, but that's a sacrifice, man, right there alone. Just alone, being away from your kids, your family for 2-3 weeks or whatever it is. But you kind of get to f off with your teammates and joke around and do shit that you don't normally get to do. So it's kind of all in fun too, at the same token.
100%. Yeah, 100%, bro. It's going to be legendary. I can't wait.
Talking about being a kid around, the good things. What is your favorite in your career so far? What has been your favorite camp memory that you've had?
God, I have so many. I'll start with this. I'll just hit you with a couple because it's impossible to just say one. But my rookie year, I'll start with that. My rookie year, as f***ed up as it was, like, my first drive ever as an NFL player in the Coliseum, playing the Rams in preseason, I get my first start. I go out there, I think it was the fourth play of the game, and I shatter my hand. And I'm like, and I go back into the game, put a cast on it, do my deal, whatever. So after that, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm going to just put a club on this thing and I'll be good. Like, screw it. Like, I'm going to go through practice, whatever. Gruden was like, no, you're not going out there with the club on. I'm like, well, I'm practicing. What do you mean? Like, he's like, no, you're not playing in the games. But he's like, you can practice. You just got to wear this massive club on your hand. They put together a weapon as a club. It wasn't even street legal. You cannot, you know what I mean? It's like a car with Nas times 10. You could not use this thing in a game. It was a lethal weapon. I was out there shit up with a club on, and it was awesome. I loved it. I low-key loved it.
Just
it was
haymakers.
It was a hammer, bro. Legitimately.
Like this dude.
It was a problem, but yeah.
Whoa, time out. Like, this guy needs a weapon anyways.
Whoa.
Double down.
Double down. Don't care. Anyway.
I told you, try anything twice, baby. Be coming on a shirt soon for you guys, too, by the way, Condor Cartel.
Yeah.
Try anything twice.
Anything twice. But yeah, the hammer that was, I don't know,
what
my
color?
ultimate Thor hammer was violent. It was violent. Bro, I literally would use it as a weapon. I was cross-chopping people. I hit Lester Cotton, our lineman, with a cross-chop, and almost snapped his arm in half. He's like,
dude,
freaking out on me. So I would say that thing, being able to use the hammer, was amazing. And after that, I would just say the fights, bro. Like, I have 100% fight rate in joint practices.
Yeah, you do.
100%.
100%. And I'm looking forward to continue that trend because
I'm so happy you just said that.
I just know it's going to happen, and I'm not going to try to cause some issue, call it whatever. I just know eventually it's going to happen, and I'm here for it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah.
I wanted to ask you that. I'm glad you said that because I had one on here. It came public that the Giants got fined like $200K each club, right? For the joint practice, so they're not going to practice each other again and try to avoid that. But I wanted your thoughts on, I think I know them, but your thoughts on joint practices in camp. You guys obviously have some this year. I saw the 49ers one for sure, but what's your thoughts on joint practices through training camp? And do you think they'll ever go away at this point?
No, joint practice is a staple, bro. You need to. It's just a part of the NFL culture. Like, when that week comes, like, the videos start leaking, you start seeing all the shit, just the competition. That's when you know you're getting closer and closer. The preseason is one thing, but like, we're not really, you know what I mean? I don't really get to play in the preseason. So it's like, those joint practices are game days in camp. And it's lit, and it's a lot of bragging rights. You know what I mean? It's the purest form. You're putting the ball down and fucking getting to work and going to war. You know, you start with one-on-ones and you do inside drill, and then you go to team, and it's just fireworks from start to finish. So I freaking love joint practices, and then I'm looking forward to it, bro.
It's kind of probably cool to show off in front of the other team. Like when you're fucking them up, you get to look at Shanahan or get to look over at whoever it is you're against. You're like, yeah. So
you want to pop your shit for sure. Like you're like, yeah, motherfuckers, I'm coming. Like
for sure.
Like, we're not playing y'all, but like I'm about to put on a show this year. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit. And it's dope. Like you going against the Niners, Shanahan, Kasurik, like some of the best coaches in the league, and some of the best players. You got Bosa over there, Trent Williams. I'll be able to go against freaking Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy, a bunch of good ass players. So I definitely look forward to the challenge, and you know we got a long time till we get there, but it'll be here before we know it. So yeah, those are good. You know, middle of camp, you get into joint practices, and it's like, okay, this is it's a good little switch of energy. Once you're going against the same guys every day, you know you want to eventually like start killing each other. Me and DJ and Colton, like we want to murder each other by 2-3 weeks into camp, and then you get to take it out on somebody else. You're like, okay, you're rooting for your guys. You're watching the one-on-one, seeing how they do shit like that. So yeah, I'm fired up, bro.
I love it. Hey, do you guys have any pranksters on the team? We need some. I need you to be that guy. Low-key, I feel like I need you to be that guy like Peyton Manning was. They said he'd fill up a whole like garbage bag or garbage can of water and just set it on the door, so when they open the rookie's door, it just fall. I need something like that when we come back after camp.
Yeah, no, I got some things up my sleeve. I've definitely had my fair share of pranks, and you know what's funny? It's my guy Drew Grant. He's our PT, one of our trainers at the facility, and since my rookie year, bro, we've low key been at war. Like our war right now, it's been dormant. We've taken some time off. We've weirdly been like on the same page, but he's a Michigan guy too, so we have our internal beefs that we have, but like. Once the seal is cracked, then it's all on war. Like he's done some shit to me. He's put my keys in a thing of tape where it took me like 45 minutes to get the thing I wanted to so he's done that before, but like I put the shit spray in it all over his carpet and closed it into his glass door. He walked in the training room. It was so, bro. And ironically, I'm sitting there on the table. He's working on my shoulder, and literally you can smell it through the whole building. People are walking in like, what the f-? He's clueless, has no idea. And he's trying to help me, and I just contaminated this whole fucking thing. And, bro, he wanted to murder me. So, yeah, like, once that gets cracked, like, once me and him, once somebody does something, then it's just all hell breaks loose. So, I definitely need to continue that trend and keep getting more people. So yeah, it's definitely on the cards. I'm gonna get some rookies for sure.
Have you guys done the rookie dinners? You got anything you're eyed up? You guys gonna go to the little Fontaine, throw the bill at them? What do you got in store for these rookies?
Yeah, honestly, last year we didn't really have any rookies. We had some undrafted guys. We didn't want to murder them.
Nice guy.
Mona, we had a couple guys. They had to pay a little bit, but we like looked out for them because they were good sports about it and everything like that. Year before, it was Tyree, Byron Young, Nesta, and they were bitching, crying, "Oh, this bullshit. We don't want to do this." Leading up, before we even got to the dinner, like, you're a idiots. Like, you're gonna get murdered now.
Should have just not said anything.
I don't even want to say what that bill was, but they left.
Please just say it.
I'm going to say this: their cards. It took like an hour and a half for them to get out of the restaurant because their shit was getting canceled. So
their cards didn't catch up with it. They got some bread now.
Oh, and they did it to themselves. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
It was classic.
Just sit there
they actually hated us for a while. They hated the vets for a minute.
That's all right.
It takes balls to sack a quarterback. It takes SAXX underwear to support your balls. I've teamed up with SAXX as their newest ambassador to bring you game-changing underwear. SAXX underwear is versatile and comfortable. I wear it to train, hang out, and even sleep. They've got a pair for everything, and it allows me to be limitless every day. Use my code TheRush24 for 15% off at SAXX.com. SAXX underwear with the ballpark pouch changes the game, period.
I remember who was on? You guys were talking about the fine system you have for the rookies or even in the D-line room, and I know Robbie's going to be all locked in with it as well. Is there any new rules, any sanctions from the Don that's going to be going on this year for the fines?
Yeah, we every year we get more and more detailed, so we get more nitpicky. It's about the little things.
It's like a day by day thing. I feel like with the fines.
100%, and it's directly a reflection of how the vet's mood is that day.
Yeah.
It starts with myself. If I'm in a pissed off mood, I'm gonna just start fining people for just looking at me weird. So now we got some rookies. We got some rookies with a little more money now, so I'm fired up about that.
Minimum just went up.
Yeah, JJ, Tonka. We got some young guys, so they definitely are going to get fined out the ass, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, there's been some crazy fines though. Even Robbie Leonard gets held to a standard. He's done some shit in the meeting. We're like, I don't even say anything. I just look at him and immediately go to the board, and just find.
Yeah, for real. No words are said. Just
nothing is
tally.
said. And you just hear people in the background just laughing. They're like, "What the?" But if like you even say something, you could be like talking up to the group. Like if Robbie says some other shit, or if he like scratches his ass. Well, he's done it before. He's like scratching his ass while doing it. We're like, what the? Like, bro, walk out the room, bro. It's like,
yeah.
Like, don't do that. Like you're facing the projector. Your ass is you're facing towards us.
Yeah.
He's scratching his ass. We're like, bro, you can't do that shit.
Robbie's
And Camp's grimy, dude. Too like the motherfuckers aren't wearing boxers in there either. Like.
Bro, by week 2, 3 at camp, it's just a bunch of dirt bags, and it just gets worse and worse. Yeah.
I can't wait. We're gonna need updates on this. Like, hey, here's some good finds. So maybe
good
you
luck.
can share them.
We'll talk to him in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
No. I got him a burner phone, so he when it rings, he has to pick up. It's an old
It's a
Razor.
bat call. It's a bat
Yeah. It's an old Motorola Razor.
Yeah. That's a good idea, actually. We need to incorporate that, and we'll start finding his ass on the rush. Any missed texts, which we're going to be lenient. We'll give you you get to start off with 5. You get to miss 5 of them right off rip.
Brogan's gonna send 5 in a row.
Yeah. All right, your limit's
He's
gone.
going to be blowing up my phone so he can take my money. That's cool.
Yeah, for sure. No, we'll just give it to your favorite charity, or we'll donate it down in the comments below. Maybe we'll give a little $500 giveaway of all your fines. It'll be awesome.
I'm
We're already
sure.
brainstorming. Yeah, I'm sure he said. It's like Max sends me a Venmo to take care of something. He's like, "You took care of that, right? You didn't just like hold it." I'm like, "Yeah, I
It's
gave
good.
it up. Don't worry. Look at him."
Nice.
All right, before we're getting down to the end of it, camp's exciting, but with the NFL means we get college. And everybody that watched this last year, they knew we each had our teams. Some teams lasted longer than others, but this year we're making a commitment that we're going to be locked in from week 0 to the championship game with the same team. Okay. Now that being said, I want to open the floor. Please announce who your team is.
Darian,
Why don't you go first, since you're taking all of our teams?
Yeah.
All of them. I can only get one.
Wait,
One
how did
team.
we land on that? You got the team that you and I both chose. Let's talk
I had to
about
do the-
that.
I had to
You
do-
can switch your team only when it's convenient. Later on, like Brogan, freak.
I thought,
No, because I said if I do the Ethos ad read, then just stay tuned. It's a great
I know.
ad read,
But
by the way.
before that ad read, though, we were on the phone, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Come on," and I'm like, and there
We
was
were back
nothing to
and
wager
forth.
at that point.
We were back and forth. So my team is Alabama. Roll Tide. We got Ryan Grubb, my old O-line coach. He's back in Alabama. He's going to be the offensive coordinator. Came back from the Seahawks. Kalen DeBoer, our old offensive coordinator. Brogan's old coach. He is the head coach there. You got Proctor, who is a unit of an offensive lineman. He's their tackle. They have one of the best offensive line units in the country. So naturally, I mean, Miami is gone. They're toast. They're burnt chicken. I'm putting my
Someone
name
said
in
you
the
got a
hat for
Carson
Bama.
Beck jersey.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I
Did you
literally
hear
read
that,
in the
Max?
comments that you look like Carson Beck, but I wasn't sure if they were.
That's fair. That's as long as they call me that instead of Steiny, we're ready to go.
Or my cousin Justin, one of the two.
Yeah.
Classic.
But that is who I would like to root for this year. Brogan, I'm going to let you think some more. I know it's Brogan and I. We both talked about it earlier. I said you go, I go, and we both said the same team, so we had to come to a conclusion. We were going to root together, but for the purpose of the show, it's better if we have 3 different teams, 3 different opinions, and be passionate about it.
Darian's trying to make enemies. That's what he's doing here.
I live for it.
I know, and I respect it. Trust me, I do.
I
I really do. So, you know what? I'll just do mine right now.
Say it.
because
Say
Maxx
it.
looks confused as ever over there. It's kind of throwing me off. But I wanted to go Michigan. Obviously, I'm a Michigan guy, but I'm not doing that.
No?
I'm not doing that because I'm going to tell you off air why I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do it right now on air.
Okay,
But-
good. I like that restraint.
So I started looking around. Not a lot of options that really got me rocked up at all. At all. Okay. But actually, it was doing the opposite of that for me. But what I will say is I'm going out there with the Oregon Ducks. I'm going with the Oregon Ducks for a couple reasons.
Talk to us.
I think they're right there, first off. I think they've been there the last couple of years. Don't make that face, Max. Also, we have our boy JPJ, who's been awesome to us. So just trying to keep it in the family to a certain degree.
That guy.
Wait a second. Wait a second. This is a smart move, 12, and I'm going to talk to you about it why afterwards. Keep going.
Okay. And then lastly, I think there are going to be power rankings. They'll be like in the top 5, right? So automatically off rip, we're sitting at a great number where Bama's going to probably be sitting around the 9-10 range. You're going to have to battle your way in where Brogan and Maxx is going to take the number 1 team right off rip. So he's going to be sitting better than all of us. But we're not talking about him. It's about what we do at Oregon. It's not about what everyone else is doing. Okay?
In Eugene. I like that.
Dylan Gabriel, awesome job, bud. You did a great job. A lot of touchdown passes thrown. You're going to be watching Shador cheering them on, and you're going to have another great quarterback lining up out there. There's probably a transfer coming in Oregon. All we do is line up. And you know the last thing I'm going to say is,
please,
it's those jerseys. At least my team has the dopest jerseys week in, week out, and that's something that I can get behind. And there's a lot of things. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Why that man is genius for what he just did? Because one, Nike locked in with Oregon. 2, they have the dopest apparel gear, and there's a surplus of it. And 3, he shouted out our boy JPJ, who can absolutely instantly get him a plug into some Oregon gear to be repping.
Maybe some shoes, Jackson.
See, high key, he might be onto something. And I might be giving you more credit than you deserve, but you were a good friend and a good sport, and you made a good decision.
Thank you, Darian. There's terms that we both agreed to. That's all that matters.
All right, Max, bore us.
I couldn't say any less. Anyway, let me get to the good shit. Buckeyes. You already know the answer. Ohio State Buckeyes, back-to-back national champions, but I'm not going to spend too much time there because I don't want to piss anybody off too much.
Yeah.
Let me start with this. I got 2 honorable mentions. I know I'm breaking the code. Don't care. I'm just going to hit it right off the top. I'm going with our boys. I'm going to double down. I'm going to be rooting for the Kalen DeBoers of the world. Ryan
Me
Grubb.
too. That's a group. How about that's a group thing?
Those 3, they hold a special place in our heart. So they're over at Bama. I will definitely, Josh Jacobs, my brother. Got a lot of guys over there that, that I know from the league. So they got some Eastern Michigan ties. I'm definitely going to be.
Shout out Coach Mac.
Coach
shout
Mac.
out Coach Mac.
What a guy. We're going to have him on the pod too as well. We need Kalen. We need the whole crew on there.
We're going to Tuscaloosa.
We need to go to Tuscaloosa for sure. But yes, I'm going to be rooting for them from afar. But Ohio State, I'm putting them at the pedestal. You already know that. Bama, we can put them right here. But also, I'm going to have to put somebody at a different pedestal, even higher than Ohio State.
Oh, is this your number 1 team?
Eastern Michigan mother.
There he is.
Eastern Eagles.
Hats off to you.
Fight for ODU.
Look to the sky. The Eagles will fly. Yeah, I'm on that.
You know what it is.
Hey, go ahead.
Listen.
Max is striking the band right now.
Come on now. I'm striking the band. Bye week, we might have to make that happen.
And
we might have to make that happen.
And sell out Ryan Earson, and we've turned that place into a party.
Down.
Oh, extra fireworks, fucking light show.
All the way.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Do you feel what I'm saying? Eastern Michigan Eagles, we are going to win the MAC this year. That's what I'm putting that out there. I don't care. Yes. I'm here.
Anybody that says anything else.
Anybody's got a problem with it, you're going to have to see us on that mother great turf.
Yeah.
On that Crosby field, the field that us 3 men have helped build. I'll just say that. We're here. I'm putting the Eastern Michigan Eagles. I will watch every single game. We'll be tuned in, dialed in. We start off with Texas State. Chris Cortez, our head trainer, is a Texas State Bobcat alum. So we need to bury them. We need to bury them. And I'm going to make him wear a 92 Crosby jersey. I might make him wear a 71 or a 4.
Yes.
Yeah,
Depending on the
low-key.
size.
Different one every day. I don't care.
Yes.
So
Let's
that's
get a
all
customized jersey that says "I lost to the Eagles" on the nameplate, and then you just give it to people every time you make a bet with them about Eastern in the locker room.
100%. So you
Great
already know what
idea.
type of time I'm on. So Texas State out the gate. We got a FCS, a Slappy. No offense, I don't even know the school's name. Number 2. But after that, we got Kentucky as well on the road, which is, we went to Kentucky and we shook the tree branches up a little bit. Let's be real.
Mhm.
You guys balled out a bit that game.
Yes, and my guy Lonnie Johnson, who's on my team now, my teammate, he's a Kentucky guy. We played him when we went over there, so you already know we're going to be talking that shit all week. And I want him to be rocking an Eastern Michigan jersey all fucking.
Yes.
So yeah, there's my broken rules 3 teams that I'm going to be reading.
Yeah,
I respect
nice.
it.
As
You know
the
what?
GM, I will take all. I mean, I'm going all the way. I don't
Yeah, you
care.
are.
We're here to win.
Good.
I respect.
We got to get a wage. We got to
All
do a
of
bet.
those.
We got to have. Hold on. Let's.
So
There's got to be a grand prize. No money because we don't need that. We
No.
need a grand prize of the worst shit. Something none of us want to do. And we'll come up with it. Maybe somebody has to compete in a bodylifting thing, get a spray tan, go in. Maybe someone has to go jump off an airplane. We're going to figure it out. Or, best yet, drop in the comments what loser should do this year of the college football playoff, or not playoffs, of the season, because we're going to do it.
Yeah, we need to do something extremely extreme as they come.
Yeah, but not anything he
We'll
just
vlog
said.
it and record it and humiliate you to the fullest degree.
Yes. Yeah, we'll
And
do
what
a
is
live
that? The
stream.
worst record? Whoever's team has the worst record?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Must be nice to play in the Big Ten, though.
I know.
we
I'm
go.
pissed I
Already
didn't choose.
building
I'm
an
Big
excuse.
10, dude. Actually, Oregon's Big 10. I forgot.
Yeah, you
I love
are.
it.
All right, so perfect. We got our teams. We talked about camp. The only other thing, you mentioned it in the beginning. I just want to reiterate it here at the end. Let's talk about our schedule here real quick. You're going into camp, no episodes drop. Talk to the Condor Cartel. Talk to our viewers about how we switch from off-season to in-season episodes and what they can expect.
For season 3 of The Rush,
Yes.
baby.
Big
Season
time.
3 of the Rush, boys. This is where we take it to another level. Season 3, you already know this. Yeah, we're gonna go to the next stratosphere, and we're excited to keep feeding you guys the content. We're gonna be hitting y'all. We're gonna stay to our same schedule, dropping on Tuesdays. We'll be recording right after the game, sometimes on Monday, depending on the travel schedule. But we will be consistently dropping gems for the Condor Cartel, the 98 percenters, whatever you want to call us. That's what we're rolling with. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. It's about to be an incredible year. We will be taking a slight break from the show during camp. Obviously, I'm going to be locked in, but we will be still here. Everyone knows where we're going to be at. We know where our hearts are at, our souls are at. But, social media-wise, we're going to be pumping out content consistently, keeping you all updated with the newest news around the league, everything, comedy, the whole 9. Whatever y'all need, we're going to be feeding y'all with that. So don't worry about that. But, yes, we'll be out of commission for a little bit. But we will be back rolling in no time. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. We've talked about it. I started the episode with this 2025. We're manifesting greatness, start to finish. We're 7 months in, almost 8. And it's been so far the greatest year of my life so far. It's been incredible. I've been able to travel, do some incredible things with literally my best friends on the planet. The best people on the planet, our circle. We call ourselves the New Sopranos. I don't take it lightly. That's how we rock. We got a crew of savages together that are all on the same type of time, same type of wavelength, and we're trying to maximize everything we do in our life. So that's what we want to tell the viewers. You guys are with us. You guys are a part of that, and do not put a ceiling on your potential, because all that matters is right now. Be where your feet are at. Be present. Don't worry about yesterday. Don't worry about tomorrow. Be where you're at. And I promise you, everything is going to be okay. And everything is going to only get better if you have the right mindset and put the work in behind it. So we love y'all. We appreciate all the subscribers, everyone commenting, liking, tuning in on a weekly basis. We love y'all. And like I said, we've manifested it. There's no more talking about it. We're about to go put it into fruition. But we are back, baby. We are back. It is football season, and we're about to start rolling. So we love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all, Darian, Brogan. Like I said, you guys are literally my brothers. We've been able to spend so much dope special time together this
This
offseason.
offseason was incredible.
It's unbelievable. One for the ages. Super productive. Got a lot of work done, but also just the energy, the vibes at an elite level. That means more than anything to me, because the relationship, all the money, all the things aside, that's all great, but it means nothing without the relationships. And you guys are literally my brothers. So I love y'all to death. And to all the fans tuning in, keep tuning in, because we are just getting started. We love y'all. This is The Rush. Peace.
Well, let's send our baby boy to camp.
See ya.